If you've ever wondered what happens when superheroes hang up the cape and take on a 9 to 5, Dispatch might just answer that. It's not your typical save the world kind of game. Instead, it's about what comes after the big fight, when the hero has to figure out how to pay rent, fix a busted mech suit, and deal with office drama that's somehow more stressful than fighting villains. At the heart of Dispatch is Robert Robertson, once known as the superhero Mecha Man. Now, he's grounded, literally. His mech suit is toast after his last big battle, leaving him out of action and out of work. But instead of fading into superhero obscurity, he lands a desk job as a dispatcher for other heroes. The twist? The team he's managing isn't exactly made up of noble saviors. They're ex-criminals, part of a government program called Phoenix that's trying to turn villains into heroes. So yeah, you're not just sending heroes out on missions, you're basically babysitting reformed bad guys with powers. And somehow, it's way more interesting than it sounds. The story kicks off strong. Robert's situation hits that fallen hero trying to rebuild vibe perfectly. He's washed up, sarcastic, and trying to navigate a world where he's gone from mech-punching monsters to sitting behind a desk clicking buttons. The demo already sets up some intriguing questions. Can Robert ever return to being Mecha Man? Will his mech suit ever be rebuilt? And what happens when one of these ex-criminal heroes decides that maybe saving cats from trees isn't their style? The story walks a nice balance between humor and seriousness. You get these small, relatable moments, like Robert trying to deal with office bureaucracy, mixed with emotional bits about lost glory and regret. It's like The Office meets The Boys, but with more clicking and less exploding heads, so far. Right off the bat, the visuals in Dispatch are a treat. The animation style feels like you're watching an interactive animated series rather than a game. Everything from the lighting to the character movements feels polished. The characters are expressive. Robert's weary, deadpan face sells his "I'm too old for this" mood perfectly. And the voice acting? Top tier. The cast brings real life to every character, giving each one a distinct personality. You can tell the budget went into presentation, and honestly, that's money well spent. The voice delivery, sound design, and animation all blend together to make the world feel alive, even if most of it happens in an office. Now, here's where things get interesting. If you've ever played choice-based games where your decisions actually matter, this will feel familiar. You're in charge of dispatching heroes to handle incidents around the city. Sometimes it's something harmless like saving a cat from a tree. Other times it's a full-on street brawl. You'll need to choose the right hero for the right job based on their abilities, attitude, and history. But don't think it's just click and go. The demo already shows that the system can get hectic. Multiple emergencies pop up, heroes get tired or injured, and suddenly you're juggling disaster management and team morale at the same time. On top of that, you occasionally get to jump into quick mini interactions, like hacking into systems yourself to help out, reminding you that Robert isn't just a desk jockey. The relationship management system adds another layer. Some heroes don't like working with others, and your choices can make things worse or better. Send two who hate each other on a mission? Good luck with that. You also get glimpses of Robert's life outside of work, interactions that could lead to friendships, rivalries, or maybe even romance. Let's talk tone, because Dispatch isn't holding back. The dialogue is raw, full of profanity, sarcasm, and that kind of humor that feels like it came straight from a late-night adult cartoon. Some people will love it, others will roll their eyes. Seriously, the amount of swearing in the demo is impressive. It's so frequent that it almost becomes part of the game's personality. It fits the world though. These are broken heroes and ex-cons, not shiny caped crusaders. They talk like people who've seen some stuff, and it adds flavor to the conversations. Still, it's definitely not for everyone. If constant fob bombs make you cringe, you might find it grating. But if you can roll with it, the humor actually hits pretty well. The characters bounce off each other in fun ways, and the writing never takes itself too seriously, which works perfectly for this kind of setting. The demo nails a few key things. First, the atmosphere. You immediately feel the weight of Robert's situation, stuck between his past glory and his current grind. The visuals and dialogue pull you in fast. Second, the tone and writing. It's self-aware, funny, and packed with personality. You can already tell this isn't just another hero story. And the decision-making system looks like it has real depth. It's not just about sending the strongest hero to every fight. It's about understanding personalities and reading between the lines. That kind of strategy adds layers beyond just good versus evil. But it's not all perfect. The demo, while strong, is short and limited. You don't get to see much of how your choices will ripple through the full game. It's more of a tease, a here's what you might get later. That makes it tough to judge how deep the decision-making or story branching will really go. Another possible issue? The pacing. Some players might find the dispatch work gameplay a bit repetitive if not balanced right. If every day plays out like a checklist of emergencies, it could start feeling like a superhero call center simulator. The challenge will be keeping each situation fresh and meaningful. So, is dispatch worth keeping an eye on? Absolutely, but with cautious optimism. If the full release builds on this foundation, balances its tone, and expands the story meaningfully, this could easily be one of the most entertaining episodic adventures in years. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this breakdown of Dispatch and want to see more honest game reviews, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Keep an eye out for the full game.